get going.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
I was right. The game is a lot louder than the menu.
We must pray now, brothers. Pray that he is watching.
Please, anyone, if you can hear me, if you're out there.
Attempting to acquire the Hell Priest signal.
I don't like the typeface they've chosen.
Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
We have the Hell Priest signal locked in. The target is marked, but the signal will not hold for long.
For it is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They feared the mark of the beast.
I think they should have remixed the run in here.
I have located the priest signal. I will mark it on your HUD.
All right. Guys, right, we are going to get tutorials throughout the campaign. That's fine. It was F in 2016 Glory Kill. Press C to instantly chainsaw demons and refill your ammo. 1 pip of chainful fuel is automatically recharged over time. Gas canister pickups can also refuel the chainsaw. Is this the modern day equivalent of melty face wallpaper? Like they call them punchables, I'm like, really? A bit on the nose, isn't it? Basically jump in the air, right? Double jump. We'll go full auto initially. Activate a weapon mod. Press or hold the right mouse button and then press the left mouse button. Search the environment. Probably a massive waste of health. I'm glad I didn't put it on ultraviolet. I would like to be able to... I would like to be, health bonuses. I'd like to be able to carry more ammo. If we can get a suit upgrade, that'll be the thing I'll probably do first. Just in case there's a stat for kills. Where are we going? Okay, pressing tab doesn't work. Do I have to actually unplug my controller? Is that like... Combat shotgun is 1. Super shotgun is 5. BFG 9000. Dossier text chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm... Why is my... Okay. So apparently my tab key just doesn't work. Okay, now it does. That's good. Right, so my combat shotgun. Oh, that's something that you want. Story of Hell, the Hell Barges. Atop the mighty thralls, the Hell Priests oversaw the invasion of the mortal world. The thrall, slave titan of the underworld, carried the priest temples into the wake of battle, providing the priests with vigil of Hell's advance from a strategically impervious emplacement. From their temple perch, the priests would emanate a powerful psionic influence, imposing greater coordination amongst the chaotic forces of Hell and increasing their battle effectiveness. The thrall, possessing superior resilience, proved indestructible by conventional weapons, thwarting all attempts by arc defense forces. Only by severing the priest's psychokinetic tether could the Titan be neutralized, an act that could only be accomplished by an infiltration of the temple itself. Alright, imps. Imps look good. Weakness, bullets. Scavengers of the underworld, imps are amongst the most common of beasts found on the scorched surface of the hellscape. Lesser demons of hell, the imp possesses limited intelligence, driven only by a hunter's impulse to seek out prey, a task for which the imp is naturally suited due to its innate capacity for violence. As a result of these attributes, the imp makes for an ideal foot soldier and is oft deployed in the warring legions of hell. Easily manipulated and controlled by commanding highborn demons at the behest of the sovereign chapters. It is common for the imp to appear at the front line of an offensive attack, an expendable resource unleashed in great numbers to overcome and break through the enemy front. Soldiers. A point-blank blast from a shotgun will stagger a blaster soldier. Plasma rifle can easily overload energy shields and trigger an explosion. And the blood punch. Yeah, we've not redone the tutorial for that, but once frontline infantry fighting to protect Earth from the demon invasion, the Hell Soldiers have been claimed by darkness, turning them against their fellow soldiers in the midst of battle. Zombies. These are weak demons to farm. Use these weak demons to farm for resources. Possessed by the influence of Hell, these once human underlings that follow in Hell's ranks are those that have been corrupted and deceived by its power, forsaking their own humanity. Those who have fully succumbed to Hell's control cannot be saved, becoming mindless, grotesque contortions of their former selves. I got the chainsaw. As renowned weapon masters of the Night Sentinels, best is the warrior who makes the weapon great. Albeit an unconventional choice, the chainsaw has become a staple of the Doomslayer's personal arsenal. For the kind of work that requires enemy dismemberment, the chainsaw is the right tool for the job. The shotgun. But a wealth of armament options for the modern combat specialist, the trusty workhorse remains a firm favorite among operatives. When matched against superheated plasmoids or gauge-driven projectiles, the ballistic impact of the combat shotgun holds its own. The simplicity of the design ensures the weapon is extremely quick and reliable, yet the vast array of ammunition types make it versatile and flexible. Locally known as the crowd appeaser, a locked and loaded combat shotgun will pacify even the most riotous of assailants. The Doomblade, a modification of the Praetor suit, the arm-mounted Doomblade, is designed to increase the Slayer's short-range striking power, strong enough to sever demonic flesh and bone. The blade's serrated edge allows the Slayer to break through the enemy defenses and attack where conventionally weaponry is ineffective. And then we've got some more nonsense. But there is a secret back here. So how do we get in there? We don't crouch. We cannot crouch. It's literally the room we started, so. I reserve the right to be a bit miffed.
My soul remains guarded. You can.
All right. A nice little cacodemon there.
The first Hell Priest has been terminated. The demonic consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%. There are 2 Hell Priests remaining.
the cacos go? They just run off. They don't want to say hello. We'll get to that in a minute. Fire a sticky bomb or a frag grenade into this bot into its mouth to trigger a stagger. A blister does bonus damage to flying demons. Hunters of the Slothlands. The Kaki Demon lurks the bottomless and murky depths of hell in search of easy prey. An aimless wanderer, the Kaki Demon is mostly devoid of cognitive ability, sensory awareness, and otherwise commonly occurring impulses. Driven only by a singular desire to feed, the Kaki Demon is likely to appear wherever there is flesh to be consumed, bringing with it an insatiable propensity for hunger. It is said that the Kaki Demon bears some resemblance to the cycloptic titans of ancient hell lore, leading Sentinel scholars to believe that the forgotten titans may yet live on, some disembodied. I'm a little bit miffed that they went away. The objective marker, yeah, I know. Press none. Okay. Oh, actually, can we just restore defaults? Press left alt. We do get weapon tokens still. Some infighting going on. Oh, we fell through the map. He's gonna win. How rude. Hello. Certain demons have weak points that can be shot for extra damage or even disable their ability. Dracnashon is heavy damage range demon. The turret is its weak point, can be destroyed by disabling. Can be destroyed disabling its long range attacks. There it is. go. Oh, get some sort of rapid fire gun. Not where we want to go, is it? Heavy cannon has been acquired. A common complaint amongst users of this punch-packing conventional weapon is the weight, as most of the component parts are forged in tungstranium, a proprietary alloy developed to withstand the enormous stresses imparted by the optional exploding dart ammunition. However, the additional weight makes the heavy cannon an ideal sniper rifle, as swaying and tremors are mitigated by the massive bulk. Trigger management is of the highest priority when using this weapon, as self-inflicted gunshot wounds are common thanks to its no-pull reflex trigger system. We've got the map. Gotta love invisible walls. I had the wrong weapon mod. It's fine. getting very good performance there, are we?
Behold the fruits of our labor. Take a moment to look around you. Witness the beauty of the world we have created. Please assemble in an orderly fashion and move towards the nearest harvesting zone. Thank you. Behold the fruits of our labor.
Probably didn't want to waste that health, but what is an extra life? Alright, let's read this first, actually. Nearly 60% of the planet has been consumed by the demons, with the rate of expansion increasing each day. The majority of the world population died in the first month of the Hell invasion, following the catastrophic failure of virtually every man-made system. Military response was immediate but only marginally effective, providing safe retreat to civilians, with many fortified locations cut off from outside communications. Facing overwhelming opposition, these makeshift fortresses have gradually fallen to the growing demon presence one after another. Large portions of the Earth's surface have become uninhabitable, with swarms of demons scouting the globe, and most regions suffering from an atmosphere that has become infected and poisonous by a process of some form of alien terraformation. Although several 100,000 more were safely evacuated out of orbit in the mass exodus following the invasion, the expected odds of survival is considered unlikely for many of these lifeboats carrying cryogenically frozen passengers. Religious iconography and communes are now commonplace amongst survivors, with the collective perception of events taking on a biblical nature. Many seek authority from a higher power to rationalize the sudden destruction of their world, believing these events represent a form of divine punishment. Right, what did we... Extra lives, yeah, what's that? Extra lives immediately revive you if you run out of health. Once you run out of extra lives, losing all your health will send you back to your last checkpoint. Okay. So there is a secret over there, but I just don't know how to open it. We do need to go through there. We're not going to go there yet. Actually, what have they said about secrets? Ugh, monthly challenges. So there's going to be some sort of switch to open that door, right? I don't like how it's just like marked with a big question mark right there.
Take a moment
Not a fan of that.
around you. Witness the
say, if I fall off because of an invisible wall, I'm gonna be furious. We got an imp. Right, we got our first secret. We're off. We're on the board.
Please assemble in an orderly fashion and move towards the nearest harvesting zone. Thank you.
We go. I think we didn't. That we didn't. Or is that where we came from? Actually. We throw enough pellets that we still stunned him. I have seen where I need to go, by the way. We need to go and do some climbing. But I think there's something up there. I refuse to believe we can't climb up there. Maybe we can't. Oh, I forgot we've got our dash, right? Yeah, here we go. Pressing E. Might have to turn down some of the settings because we're getting stutteriness. I think, yeah, we'll go with the full one because It's not that minimal. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Oh.
Cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow. Thanks to the UAC-L Merger Initiative, humanity can now reach its full potential. The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
They're sort of for softballing these in. One thing I definitely want to be able to do is carry more ammo. Fucking kidding. Why can't I climb on top of the train? Wow, 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 wow. I'm absolutely furious. I am so mad about that. Why? Why? Invisible walls. What's this? Frag grenade. Cat demon is a pressure demon, close range bites. Try to stick a bomb or a frag grenade in his mouth, it instantly staggers. Oh, I did not see that. do like the amount of infighting there is. There was infighting obviously in 2016, but you didn't really see much of it. Oh, I've already changed. Okay. Oh, another one. Bit rude. Where'd you go? We have more ammo kicking around. Maybe we don't.
Would like to thank you for your support during this transition.
You're welcome.
Your suffering continues to inspire us.
I'm right to be angry there that I can't. Yeah, the platforming in this compared to 2016, I think is crap. I want to get back up there, but something tells me I can't. Oh yeah, I had that extra life. That's why when I fell, I was okay. Is that a climbable wall? I don't think it is. We haven't learned the dash yet. I feel like this would be a helpful time to have it. Yeah, that's a train on its.
We welcome you, brothers and sisters, to your new home.
What am I missing here? Where's the yellow paint? I honestly do not think I don't think they're gonna even have collision. Seriously, what do they want me to do here? Right. I'm gonna keep pressing 3 to get the shot. That's just gonna happen. Formation of the Ark. Following the total collapse of international civilization, nations and boundaries as we know them have ceased to exist. A handful of remaining bureaucrats, government officials, and military leaders have managed to survive by use of protected bunkers kept secret to the greater population. Convening under the flag of the Allied Nations, this governing body represents all that remains of the rule of law, forming what would essentially become a single world government. Military bases in communication with the AN have made efforts to regroup and centralize their areas of command. establishing fortified safe havens. Sorry, I've completely ignored chat, Sundered. You probably sent that message about 4,000 years ago, and I've only just seen it. So my apologies. I don't like the platforming so far. I prefer getting around in 2016 compared to this. Military bases in communication with the AN have made efforts to regroup and centralize their areas of command, establishing fortified safe havens for survivors, stockpiling food, and scavenging for supplies. Early proprietary military use communications remain functional, enabling military entities under command of the allied nations to coordinate in humanitarian aid and defense operations. By 2151, the formation of the Ark has taken highest priority and is considered to be, in all practical terms, the last hope for humanity. I mean, I'm not good at multitasking at the best of times. Plus, I've got 3 monitors now, so I'm full screening my game with the chat on a completely separate monitor, which I'm not used to. All right. These seem a bit unnecessary. They just sort of take a little bit of your ammo for no good reason. And performance-wise, 2016 performed better. Although I was playing that only in full HD, not 4K. So I am slightly pushing things in that respect. We're climbing that wall, right? Yeah, the invisible walls are getting really tiresome because there's so many of them. And I kind of hate that you can't crouch and that my normal crouch button is going to just use frag grenades that I now don't have. Alright. I like how it makes a gulp sound when you shoot a grenade into its throat. Full disclosure, I've accepted the minority opinion on this game. Shit. My brain can't quite figure out what that would mean at this point in time. One thing I will say is the combat is very different from 2016. It's a lot less simple, and I think that's why this is a more difficult game. of discourse is that people really like this game, you don't. So far, I'm definitely preferring 2016's opening act. And like, I preferred the setting as well. I mean, I get that you can't just have everything on Mars. And that would have been silly if everything was just on Mars all the time. And then hell, it would have been very silly. How are we doing for shells? Actually, ammo management is a thing that I didn't think I was going to have to worry about early doors.
Forget about the future. To suffer is to be present.
I prefer the soundtrack as well to 2016 so far. So I'm starting to understand, like, I get why you might have formed the opinion that you did. Put it that way. Soundtrack's decent, but like 2016's is hard to beat. What's going on here? Is this the thing? No, it's not. There's a pesky imp kicking around.
Nearby. She is inside that demonic
I don't like
citadel.
these
I
interruptions.
will mark her location.
Monster design's very good, yeah. And the visible damage, I've got that. And the pop on the headshot, yeah, I've clocked all this stuff already. So we might actually end up having identical opinions about this game. Yeah, I mean, the negatives that I've got are very, like, minor. Like, the slightest things. But I think Vega could do his spiel and whilst I'm still in the game. I don't like cutting away.
The gathering of Hell Priests is located just above your location. My scans indicate there is a lift at the center of this facility.
There's no crouch either. That bothers me. Bothers me probably more than is necessary. Fast travel allows you to teleport to predetermined points in the map. Use it to find additional items and complete optional encounters. Fast travel unlocks near the end of a mission. Diagnilox, one of the 3 Hell Priests. Diagnilox is charged with ensuring that Hell's invasion of Earth succeeds. He prefers to operate on the planet's surface, working in his unholy barge, carried on the back of a demonic titan. This provides him an elevated mobile position with which to oversee the campaign against humanity. Spiteful and cruel, Nilux frequently captures civilians alive so that their still living blood can be harvested for his occult rituals. We didn't read about hell barges. I don't know if I can be bothered. There's going to be a bunch of lore stuff that we're just not going to read because I'm not going to care. Powerful practitioner of arcane magics, the priests have warped their powers to suit their insidious purpose. Harnessing the dark force of hellish psychomancy to prepare Earth for the final blood ritual. By blood were the Hell Priests bound to the dark ritual, which now consumed Earth, and so long as even one of them lives, the consumption of Earth would continue, allowing Hell unfettered rule of the mortal world. Only by destroying the priest can the blood ritual be stopped and Earth saved. A bunch of octavists in to do this chant. Bassi Profondi.
The Con Maker is present at this gathering, but when outside of her domain, she is by all accounts indestructible.
Alright. Give me a BFG 9000 then. Maybe we can do it.
How can this be? No man can pass through the gate. This stops nothing. The sacrament of this world to the great Khan Maker will be made, and the energy will be restored once again. As it is written, from the souls of the non-believers. You will not save them from their judgment.
You go too far this time. You cannot interfere. This
Looks like a
is
summon
your
after 2016.
chance to repent, to give service to us. You cannot resist the will of the Khan Maker,
Activating the portal now.
for it was you who was meant to enforce it.
We got 10 out of 13 on exploration, apparently. Okay, oh, we didn't get a cheat code. Oh, we got XP. Great. For when we definitely do a shitload of multiplayer stuff. Like I give a fuck about any of that.